it is going to be some kind of drag race down to the first corner.
It's lights out and away we go, and I think Verstappen got a slightly better start than Lewis Hamilton, and also Charles Leclerc a better start than Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton is just leading ahead then of Max Verstappen on the inside of the Ferrari Esteban Ocon as Verstappen goes into turn one and goes past the Mercedes. He got his elbows out there, Max Verstappen, and takes the lead of the race from Lewis Hamilton and then Valtteri Bottas, but that was such an important move for Verstappen, and he got it done well.
It was good racing, and Lewis did well to just step out of it and live for another 66 laps. What are these yellow flags for then? There it is.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Engine stop, engine stop.
Engine stopped, says Yuki Tsunoda on the outside of turn 10.
Might just need a safety car. This is massively frustrating for Red Bull. The sister team has caused a safety car. We're going to see more of the full safety car this year. It's got sponsorship on it, and we're definitely going to see more of it.
I think we're going to see a few pit stops here. What's happening down at Alfa Romeo? Have they brought the wrong tyres out? Have they got an incomplete set?
Or an
Puncture. No, it's a puncture.
Oh, the front left.
Max Verstappen is off and running, and Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll now going through turn 4. Alonso's got the inside line, but can Stroll hang on to this to take the inside line at turn 5 and take a position and move into 9th place? He can. He's ahead of Fernando Alonso into 10th place. They got very, very close together. That was a pretty fierce contest. Stroll wins out.
Top draw driving there from Lance Stroll.
Now, as Fernando Alonso comes in and Sebastian Vettel as well, that stop by Pierre Gasly, and the extra time taken might just have created a little bit of a window for those that were racing around him. Alonso is away, 2.5 seconds. Sebastian Vettel, sadly for him, 1.5 seconds slower on that pit stop.
And has he? Oh, and Verstappen pits.
Verstappen pits. Was Karun Chandok to you?
Yeah, he's right below me, Crofty. They're a bit slow in the rear left. The rear left tyre, very slow to come out. I don't know if it was a late call, but they were slow to bring the tyre out, and that's cost him time.
Blue flags.
Copy. Okay, I'll let you know when the blue is for Hamilton. It'll be coming soon.
Blue flags.
Let's go back to shape 3 on these tyres. Still no blue for Hamilton. I'll tell you when. Blue flag Hamilton, blue flag Hamilton.
Blue flags. Michael, this guy makes us lose the position.
That's Toto Wolff talking to race control.
Yeah, talking to Michael Massey.
The team nice and early. Hamilton gets a clean entry into his pit box. No problems here, all the way on Jack. That's a super stop from Mercedes. Lots of fist bumping here from the mechanics.
Red Bull think they're safe in this pit stop to the threat of Mercedes, and they are. You've got Sebastian Vettel, who wants to make a move around the outside at turn 3, but I think he might just miss out. And on the inside of Sebastian Vettel, here comes Pierre Gasly at turn 4. You don't often see 3 cars so close together through turn 4. And how close was Sebastian Vettel and the Aston Martin to the AlphaTauri going through there? Either way, he's managed to get the move done that he really wanted.
Yeah. Oh, he's pitting.
Oh, he's pitting. So,
wow.
Mercedes committing then to the 2-stop strategy.
Has that caught Red Bull unawares? He'll certainly have some more grip now.
What a strategy move by Lewis Hamilton and by Mercedes. Perez is ahead. Where did the move come from?
That's a long way back then.
Well, Daniel Ricciardo's normally the last of the late breakers. Perez might have broke a little bit later himself and got his own elbows out there.
Yeehaw. What a move. Oh. Look at that.
If it was
that was a long way back.
We're now on board with Carlos Sainz. The car ahead of him, his former teammate, Lando Norris. The car ahead of Lando Norris, his current teammate, Daniel Ricciardo. Can Sainz get past Lando Norris? Pulls out right at the last moment to the left-hand side, and into turn 1 he goes.
Don't hold Lewis up.
Well, don't hold him up. There was an opportunity to let him past.
Yeah.
Valtteri has talked about this before. You know, I'm not overly keen on this whole team orders business. Valtteri's not in contention necessarily for the win, as is going to happen.
He's going to turn in
not.
On him. Whoa! He was not willing there at all, was he?
Verstappen is struggling here. Hamilton is right on his tail. If you remember last time out, Hamilton passed Max Verstappen on his way to victory in Portugal. Is he going to do it again here in Spain 7 days later, getting showered in rubber from the rear of that Red Bull? Hamilton goes round the outside at turn 1 and the charge is complete. Hamilton by making an extra stop, and he now leads on lap 60.
Surely Red Bull will now stop Verstappen, try to get a World Championship point for fastest lap. These guys are fighting like crazy. They're out of the points at the moment, but they smell a chance of stealing Fernando Alonso.
So here goes Lance Stroll again. This time he's got a little bit more pace on Fernando Alonso, and he can get the move done before they arrive into turn 1. Look how Alonso's struggling round the outside. Goes Pierre Gasly as well. The Spanish Grand Prix is not the favourite home race for Fernando Alonso this afternoon. He's now out of the points and under investigation, Alonso and Stroll, for that turn 1 incident, but it did look to me like Stroll gave the place back. As Stroll loses out to Pierre Gasly for a point going into turn 1. Gasly had been moving past Raikkonen, then Alonso, who's pitted, has now picked up a World Championship point. It's his 6th Spanish Grand Prix win. It's his 5th in a row. It's 100 poles, and it's the checkered flag as the winner of the Spanish Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton, who strengthens his grip then at the top of the table. And it's high fives all round at Mercedes. Red Bull, they thought they might have had the pace. Certainly in qualifying it was close, but the margin of victory in the end was 16 seconds between Hamilton and Verstappen. It's back to the drawing board. It's Milton Keynes once again. Red Bull have brought the challenge to Mercedes and to Lewis Hamilton this year, and he's responded with victory once more. 4 races down, it's 3 wins for Hamilton, 1 for Verstappen, and the fizzy stuff, I'm sure, at Mercedes tastes an awful lot sweeter at the moment than it does at Red Bull.